You know, there used to be a saying out that says, what you see is what you get. And you say with your mouth is what you're going to get. Because there are some things that you see. And I would just suggest if you see it and it's not where you want the direction of your life to go, don't even waste your breath talking about it. Because in that case, what you see is definitely what you're going to get if that's what you're talking about. But if you see something and you don't like it, just speak contrary to what you see. Say for instance, just in case you don't understand what I'm talking about, say for instance you're up to your neck in bills and all you see are a sea of bills that come in and you say out of your mouth, I'm never going to have any money after I pay all these bills. That's what you're going to see in your life. I would suggest that you change your approach and not speak what you see, but speak the desire that you want to see. There's a way to say it. So how you should say it is, I am so thankful that I've had enough money to pay all these bills, and I'm very thankful for the day that comes where I have so much money left over. You see how we changed that? We went from saying, I'm never going to have any money after I pay all these bills, to saying, I'm looking forward to the day when I do. There's a very significant difference because you're calling those things to come to you that you can't necessarily see yet, and that's what's going to produce the result for you to be able to see those one day. You're calling for it. You know, in the Word of God, it says to call those things which be not as though they were. You know, in the book of Mark 11:23, he says, you will have what you say. So he didn't say how long you had to say it before you see the evidence of it. And I think that sometimes that is the issue with some people that causes them to give up. They feel like they've said it for so long, they haven't seen any results. Because he doesn't say how long you're going to have to say it. But you believe it in your heart, you say it with your mouth, and you don't get off of that, the day will come where you will see it. You know, you can't govern how long it's going to take, but you just have to be diligent about it like it is with anything else. You have to stick with it and continue to say the desired result that you want to see, and it's going to happen for you. Guarantee it, it will happen for you. And that's why I say practice, because it takes practice to get to this point where you govern your mouth. You know, the Word of God also tells us that out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth is going to, so what you're storing up in your heart is going to reflect what you really truly believe. If you believe that your bills are going to determine that you're never going to have enough money, that you're never going to have anything left over, that's what you're going to say. But if you stored up an arsenal to say the day is coming where I will see the fruits of my labor, where I will have money left over, I will be able to do some things after I've paid all my bills out. That's what makes the difference. It's how you say it. Not so much sometimes what you say, but how you say it. You're going to want to pace yourself. You know, you're going to have to develop the patience that you're going to need to see this thing through. So you're going to want to pace yourself. You might not be ready to tackle every area that you want to see created in your life. So you're going to start small and then start building. And as you continue to build, add more things to it. You say, well, what do you mean by that? You start small. Start speaking over the things that are definitely not going to be life-changing and disastrous for you just because you started speaking differently over those kind of things. What I mean by that is start with things small that don't require a lot of attention or are not significantly going to make or break you if you hit or miss it, so to say. So you can start with little bitty things. Say for instance that every week you treat yourself to something like ice cream. I'm just using this as an example. Or and your desire really is to be able to go to dinner every week. You know, sometimes people take that for granted. Everybody can't go to dinner every week. You know, it's just not in their budget. But you can at least go buy yourself an ice cream cone. You know, I'm going to treat the time out. I'm going to treat myself to an ice cream cone. And do that significantly every Friday. And I'm just using that as an example. Ice cream cones at the gas station, you can get them for 49 cents. Yes, they do. Here in Georgia, you can get ice cream at the gas station, 49 cents at the Quick Trip. Okay, 49 cents, yeah, for a swirl cone. Yeah, that's pretty good. And you can do that consistently. I mean, you pretty much could do that every day, but I wouldn't advise that. That's not good for your sugar levels. Definitely not good for your waistline. But the point I'm trying to make is something like that is not going to make or break you if you have a 49-cent cone or not. So most people can scrape up 49 cents just out of their car or ashtray or something like that, where they keep their spare change. And you consistently go get that ice cream every week. But the thought in your mind and what coincides with your speech, you start developing the mindset to say, every Friday, I'm going to be able to go to this particular restaurant. I'm going to be able to order this particular entree. I'm going to have this to drink. I'm going to have this for dessert. You see, you're saying it. And you're saying it is lining up with your thought process. You're creating this in your mind. You're creating this lifestyle that you deserve. Restaurant style. Okay, so those are just little ways that you practice what you preach, so to say, putting into action the things that you're thinking about. You definitely don't want to have your thoughts on ramen noodles. You definitely don't want to have your thoughts on Vienna sausages, and definitely not talking about how good it is to eat that. You're thankful to have that, but that's not where you're going to, that's not where you're headed. You're thankful in the state that you're in, but you don't have to stay there. Well, yes, it's work, hard work at times, but you know what? I'm just going to state it and put it on out there. You will arrive. It's going to take a little bit of time, but you're already headed in the right direction towards creating the lifestyle that you deserve. You will see this come to pass, so stay with it. You ever heard the saying, Rome wasn't built in a day? Well, neither is your lifestyle going to be built in a day. It's going to take some time. It's going to take much dedication. It's going to take you talking about it a lot of time. This thing has to be so real and so big in you. And it doesn't matter who thinks you're nuts, who doesn't like the fact that you are embracing this new you. You just have to continue what's best for you. And what's best for you is laying the necessary foundation for you to create and build the lifestyle that you deserve.